Hi, I'm Richard Claybaugh, and I was the camera operator on Hellraiser 3. I worked under the direction of director of photography Jerry Lively and under the very specific guidance of director Tony Hickox. I had worked with Jerry and Tony before, and I was excited to be working with them again, especially because we had this wonderful opportunity to work on a film series that I was already a big fan of. I had seen and loved the first two Hellraiser films. To have the opportunity to actually work on one and get to meet Pinhead and get to know Doug Bradley was just one of the coolest experiences of my life. As a director, Tony is very specific about how he likes things framed. He's a guy who has a very strong vision of what it is he likes and how he wants it done.
Let's go.
Look, it wasn't my fault.
You ever seen anything like this before? Yeah, sure.
The Hellraiser crew was a great bunch of very fun and very talented people.
Look, it's got nothing to do with me, all right?
One very specific thing that I remember is that someone came up with the idea of doing ID badges for getting onto the set. Although, so far as I know, nobody ever actually checked that they were valid. They were more tongue-in-cheek than serious. Our first AC, Andy Graham, he had this long hair that looked like George Washington, and for his ID badge, they took the actual picture of George Washington from the dollar bill, and they put it on his ID badge. Where it said crew position, it just said father of his country. I still have mine. I have kept it as a keepsake. This is what they gave me when I showed up. So far as I know, nobody ever actually looked close enough to notice that that wasn't me in the crew photo. In fact, one person even commented that they thought the blue backlight on the crew photos was really nice.
Shall we begin?
You know, when you do a show, you hope that it'll resonate with people and someone will still be talking about it years later. But most of what we do just sort of disappears into that vast sea of cinema that's out there. That someone is still talking about Hellraiser 3 and the work that Tony and Jerry and Terry Farrell and Doug Bradley and everyone in front of and behind the camera did on that film so many years ago is a real tribute to the hard work that they put into it. I'm just thrilled that I was allowed to have a very small part in the process. Thank you, Jerry and Tony, for letting me play with you guys. And thanks, Danny, and everyone who's out there keeping Hellraiser 3 alive.